After stripping the wire away, or the cable casing away, we'll strip both sides. And again, it's 14 gauge cable. So you put it on the wire strippers. And what we're going to do for this demonstration is we are going to be soldering these two ends of the cable together. So we want them to be about the same size, if you will. So I'm going to cut the excess away with the wire strippers again. And then we're going to twist the two ends of the cable together so it can be soldered. Let me have that. All right. So we're going to go ahead next. The next step is to put so we obviously don't want to hold on to the cable. We're going to put these in the alligator clips. And the soldering iron was plugged in about 5 minutes ago, and the reason being is so it can get up to heat. So the first thing we need to do is what's called, the term is called tinning. We're going to tin the tip of the soldering iron to clean off all this excess oxidation and also just old solder. So we put this will accomplish two things. One, it's going to clean the end of the soldering iron, and two, it will let us know if it's hot enough to actually start the process. So as you're doing this, of course, you do not want to inhale the smoke if you can avoid it, because the solder is a mix of tin and lead. So lead could be a dangerous material to inhale. Now we're safe in this classroom because it's so big, so you wouldn't want to do this in a very small area, let's say. And you can see as I'm going through this and cleaning it off on the sponge, the end of the soldering iron is starting to clean up. Let's get this side a little bit. Okay, and I've got our wire here, but the one common misconception with soldering, if you guys can see me too, is that it's not like glue, right? You're not gluing the two wires together. What we're going to do is we're going to heat up this copper wire patiently, and it's going to create a chemical bond between the wire and the solder to connect the two wires together. So if this, let's say, was speaker wire, you could just twist the wire together, wrap electrical tape around it, and that would work, but this is going to be the best connection possible. So we're going to put this soldering iron underneath the wire first so this can start to heat up, and this is the part where you have to just simply be patient. So we're not going to apply it like this, right? We're gonna put the iron underneath the wire so it can heat up, and then we'll start the process of soldering it together. Okay. Let's see here. And once it actually does get up to heat, you'll see that the solder almost gets pulled into the copper cable. And less is more. We don't want this to be, we don't want it to gloop over the top. I'm trying to find the right word for it. But we do want to cover all the wire so none of it is exposed. Okay. All right, now we're going to put this back because this is very hot. This whole thing will get up to about 500 degrees. The melting point on this solder is, I believe, 385 degrees. So you can imagine if you grabbed onto this with your hand, it would be like taking a hot pizza out of the oven, or a hot pizza pan, and you wouldn't want to do that, obviously. So, okay, so put that back. And then we're going to test the strength of the solder. So a couple things we're looking for is, one, we don't want this to look burned, and you can see that that's a pretty strong connection. All right, you can